It's a warm day in the nation's capital. Major Andrew Lurake is visiting patients at Walter Reed Army Medical Center. Patients like 19-year-old Airman First Class Amputee Pilot, who lost part of his leg after stepping on a landmine in Afghanistan.
It's just because all the trauma and all the surgeries, that's pretty much all swelling.
Major Lurake can empathize with Amputee Pilot. The Major is also an amputee.
5 years ago, while riding in the woods of southern Maryland, Major Andrew Lurake lost control of his motorcycle and broke his leg. An infection while he was hospitalized resulted in 18 surgeries. And after 3 years of suffering, Major Lurake made the decision to have his leg amputated, a decision that would force him out of the cockpit and start his quest to resume his flying career.
It's part of who I am. It's one of the things that I wanted when I was a kid, and yeah, I've done it, and I've been there, done that, so to speak. But I had it taken away from me by a little microorganism, and I don't want to let it beat me.
The first step: time spent at Wilford Hall Medical Center in San Antonio, Texas, to determine if he was indeed fit to fly.
I think he's very functional at this time. His gait is excellent. His strength is good on that side, and certainly on both sides it's very good.
I've done a lot of physical therapy, a lot of exercise, trying to get to the level that I'm at now, and because I knew what it was going to take to get back into the cockpit.
While he waited to hear whether he will in fact be back at the controls, Andrew Lurake stayed in shape and did what he could to help fellow amputees at Walter Reed.
He's actually been a great part of like mine and my wife's recovery here, because having good friends and good support like that is the best thing. That's like the best therapy.
Therapy that Major Lurake and his wife Lisa are glad to give. Therapy they know all too well.
You know, I had to help him sit in a chair to go to the bathroom. I had to bring him breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I had to help him shave and brush his teeth, and I had to do everything for him, and it was quite different. And we've been together for, it's now 23 years. You never think the sickness and the health and all that stuff is going to come into play in your marriage, but it did, and I did what I had to do to take care of my husband.
Lisa Lurake usually accompanies her husband to Walter Reed. Her role? Explaining, to show the young amputees that life can be normal after losing a limb.
It brings a lot more credibility to some of the issues that some of the men have, on the ones that aren't married, or even the ones that are, whether they'll be able to keep their wife or they will be able to get girlfriends and eventually become married, because it is a self-image issue of not having your limb because you're not whole, you're not what you used to be. And bringing her along with me just solidifies that life is normal, and that you can pretty much do anything you want to, and there's no holding you back.
No holding back. It's a good way to define Major Lurake. That quest to get back into the cockpit, it was successful. He's been cleared to fly.
It's hard to express how much gratitude I owe towards everybody, and thank yous really don't go beyond, or don't say enough, but I don't know what else I could do. I can't go around hugging everybody, but I'd like to.
But now, his passion, like his life, has moved from the sky to the lives at Walter Reed.
But believe it or not, that's probably the most important thing going on in my life right now. If I was given the choice to go fly somewhere and have to leave Andrews, or essentially away from Andrews, and return to the cockpit, or stay here and be able to continue what's happening with us going to Walter Reed because of the war still going on, I'd probably turn down the flying assignment. It's just more important than it's more important for me to be able to give back.
Lisa agrees.
With this amputation, he's able to help so many people because he's such a positive, outgoing person. And we're able to change lives up at Walter Reed just by living by, giving them an example to live by. So it's a positive thing, because people say to me, "Oh, I'm sorry." I'm like, please don't be sorry. It's okay. Don't feel sorry for us. He's not a cripple. He's not disabled. He's very normal.
I do get a good parking spot, though. Most of the time.
He jokes now, but it's been a long, difficult battle. And in 6 months, he'll be doing what he loves to do, flying. Staff Sergeant Melissa Allen, Air Force News, Andrews Air Force Base, Maryland.